One thing, if you invite a girl out, bro, you have to pay for the food, bro. You have to. You have to. This is coming from a dude that don't like to pay for stuff, bro.
You know I get money in the bunchies. You know I got bundles. You know I got bundles.
What's going on, guys? Back at it like a crack addict with a bad habit, doing a little quick breakfast mukbang. We got a bacon egg. Well, not even bacon egg. We got 2 eggs and cheddar on a croissant that I got from a deli in Manhattan. Let me tell y'all a quick story about this damn croissant. Man's tried to charge me $6 for a 2 egg and cheese croissant with no bacon, but the bacon, egg, and cheese on the croissant was $5.95, right? I'm trying to save me a couple little dollars, you know what I'm saying? As y'all know, I'm trying to take more trips. You know, I'm not trying to waste all my money while I'm in New York. I want to spend my money. If I am going to spend it elsewhere, right? So, boom. So, I'm like, all right, cool. I was going to get the 2 egg and cheese. It should be cheaper, right? So, I get to the counter, and man's talking about $6. I said, $6? You're tripping. It says $5.95 for bacon, egg, and cheese. How is it $6 for 2 eggs and cheese with no bacon? That don't make sense, fam. I was like, you see how that math don't add up, bro? You mean to tell me that bacon is 40 cents, bro? Because without the bacon egg, without the well, I didn't see a price without the bacon for the croissant. I only saw the price of the bacon, egg, and cheese with the croissant, right? But there's no way that bacon is only like 40 cents if they're telling me that it's $6, but with the meat is $5.95. So with the meat it's probably like $6.50. How did we get here? And I wasn't letting that man do wacky math for me, bro. I wasn't allowing it to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I started barking. I'm like, bro, you're wilding. That math don't make sense, fam. Like, how is it $5.95 but with bacon, but it's $6 without? And that's including tax. You're tripping, bro. And it's $5.50. Apparently it's $5.50 for a bacon and cheese with no bacon on a croissant. And he tries to tell me like, oh yeah, it's a croissant. Bro, and he tried to make it seem like he got exotic croissants, bro. I'm in a random deli in Manhattan. Y'all all get the same croissants. Or if not, y'all, bro, like, you're not an exquisite deli. I know you probably get the same croissants that other people get. And you acting like it's special and it's real nice and exotic. It's not, fam. And, you know, I was going to leave it there, bro. I really was. Like, but he was like, oh, I'll give you $5. And honestly, bro, that's why I always say, bro, life is negotiable, bro. Life is negotiable. Don't let nobody tell you that life's not negotiable. Because at the end of the day, bro, most people just want the bread, bro. Most people want the bread, and they going to negotiate with you. So eventually, once he seen that I just keep talking, and I'm not leaving him alone, he like, all right, $5, I'll do $5. It still ended up being $5.20 with tax, right? But that's still bad math, because he told me $5 and it was $5.20 with the tax. But before he said it was $5.50 and now we have $6. So the math is not adding up, bro. 1 plus 6 ain't equaling 8, bro. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just one. I wanted to get. I know I gave like a really long, like, you know, but that was just annoying, super annoying. But for this mukbang, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to let you guys. I wanted to have a conversation with you guys, really, about, you know, the date I went on in California. And I wanted to give you guys like a date idea in case maybe you guys wanted to do this with a girl that you find attractive, you find a little cutie wooty, you know what I'm saying, and you in LA and you maybe don't know what to do, right? And you want to take a girl out, you want to do something, right? So for me, you know, as y'all know, I was at this event. I seen this bad girl. I was like, oh nah, she's fire. For me, bro, I'm a lover boy. My mom literally told me the other day that I love, and I put myself in certain situations I probably shouldn't be in, which is facts. Cause I do honestly love. I'm light skinned. I grew up hanging around my mom and my sister more than I grew up hanging around my dad. My dad's always been in my life though, but I always hung around my mom and my sister more than my dad. So unless we were like playing sports, something, that's why I like sports a lot. But yeah, so I always hung out with my mom, my sister. So I respect women a lot, especially if like the woman gives me a reason to respect them. Then I'm gonna respect them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna disrespect them if it's necessary to do that, right? So yeah, I know how to treat a woman for real. I know how to treat a woman if I really feel like treating them nice, and I legitimately will and can, right? So I seen Shorty and I was like, oh nah, Shorty heat, right? So, right, I was like, Shorty fire. So pulled up on her and I was like, yo, I don't even know if I did a video on this already, but I pulled up on Shorty and I was like, woo, you know what I'm saying? What's your name? You know, woo. We didn't really talk for that long before we ended up starting like dancing and whatever. And then, you know, I ended up scooping her number later. And then I hit her up, I think, the next day, and I was like, yo, I'm trying to take you out to eat. And she was like, where you trying to take me to eat? Now, I want to give y'all a specific name of this place. I want to give y'all a specific name of this place in Los Angeles. It's an Italian place. It's called Mora Italiano in Encino, California. Actually, no. Well, there's one in Encino, but I went to the one at Comanche on West 3rd Street, right? And the rewinding, right? Rewinding. I rented a Dodge Charger for the date. Literally only for the date. Like, while I was in LA for a short amount of time, I rented a whip just to be able to travel around. But by the time that day came, I already returned that other car. But I wasn't trying to like ride Ubers. And I was trying to stunt, you feel what I'm saying? I was trying to stunt. You know, it was my first time going on a date, as you guys know. At this point, I say this all the time. I ain't never really been on a date with a girl that wasn't my girlfriend. You know, I never went on a date during the process of me just trying to court a girl. You feel me? That's not something I've ever done. So, don't mind me. I'm just trying to also send my photographer some pictures I did from a shoot from the last time I went to LA. But yeah, so I rented a car type stuff, and you know, so that's flex number one. So you can pull up on a girl if you of age to do that. You know, you can be able to rent a car and be able to stunt. Stunting is nice, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to pull up to a crib in a Dodge Charger, which was able to lead to things later on that I'm gonna get into, right? So, you know, we had went to the Italian place after I picked her up, we ate some food. It was a nice place. It was a rooftop type of vibe, and the Italian food was cool. It was alright. Like, honestly, it was very mid. I would probably give the food like a 6-7, but the atmosphere plus the food probably gave it like an 8.5, right? They closed at around 10. We ended up staying till like the very end. But I would say the atmosphere plus the food made it a little bit higher, but the food itself was relatively mid, right? So it's not like I'm just trying to like recommend you guys some trash food, but it's also about the environment. It's not even necessarily about the food, right? Because when you're on a date, it's really not 100% about the food, right? It's about your conversation, and it's about, you know, can you entertain this person long enough that y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all keep getting it in, and y'all want to see each other past this point, you know what I'm saying? So, but for me, you know what I'm saying, y'all know I'm an interviewer, so it's pretty easy for me to have conversation. Like, I'm not scared of women. Honestly, like, women are they're literally like us. Once you take away that power from them, putting them on like some high pedestal, you know, then you can really, I wouldn't say you can bag any woman, but you can get more girls when you stop looking at them like they are the gifts to God, the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are awesome, but, you know, a lot of times women need men in life because there's less independent women than there are independent women, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I feel like if there was like some kind of study, then I would be correct if like some kind of case study were to be taking place on that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we went to the Italian place, and, you know, I paid for the food. One thing, if you invite a girl out, bro, you have to pay for the food, bro. You have to. This is coming from a dude that don't like to pay for stuff, bro. Honestly. Especially for a girl that's not my girlfriend. I hate to pay for stuff from girls that's not my girlfriend, bro. Where's everything? if you're not really my girl like that, I'm really more times than not gonna want to pay for Jack Diddley squat. But if I like you, I'm willing to do it, right? And I was feeling her, right? I thought she was very attractive. I still think she's very attractive. And I liked her brain, and she's smart, right? So that was enough for me to say, like, I mean, and she could dance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like me a girl that could dance, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the person that's, like, out there in front of the dance floor, you know what I'm saying? But I can get it in my little, you know what I'm saying? I pick my spots, and I get it in. I can get it in. I ain't Caribbean. It's in my blood, but I'm not the person that's, like, out there super, like, hey, look at me type person. That's not the type of person I am, right? So, but anyway, food was aight, boom, boom. So, that's a place you can take a girl. It's a nice spot, atmosphere. You know, you can rent a car if you're old enough to impress her. You'll be able to pick her up, and then you can be able to take her back to her spot, or you can try to dictate from there where you want to go with it, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, if I had less respect for her, then maybe I would have tried to have a different outcome happen that same night. But I did have respect for her. Like, I respected her as a person. I didn't really want to, like, you know, treat her a certain type of way that you would treat any, like, old scallywag, you dig what I'm saying? So, type stuff. So, there's that for real. But, you know, I drove her back home afterwards, and we ended up, you know what I'm saying, getting into some lip action. You know what I'm saying? Some intertwining of mouths was going on. You feel me? And it was a fun time, you know. But once again, you know, I have respect for her. I ain't really do too much. I ain't go too crazy. I had a conversation with Vivid about it, and he was just like, you know, you should have. But, you know, at some point, you know, you got to do things that's just you feel is right in your own heart and what you should do in that situation. And I didn't take it further than where I felt I should have took it in that moment. You feel what I'm saying? So, and always know your limits. And at the end of the day, like, try not to only lead with your horny brain, because your horny brain can get you in trouble if you only lead with your horny brain all the time. And I have self-control, really. I have a lot of self-control for the most part. So, but that was one date. We went on. It went pretty good. And outside the whole, like, materialistic things and the good atmosphere that I picked, you also gotta have good conversation. And I'm a pretty good conversationalist, so, you know. The mixture of those three: good conversation, good location, and good transportation. Hey man, if you don't got a car, if you want to date with a girl for the first time, you gotta Uber her, bro. You have to Uber her, bro. Have to. You have to Uber her. If that's your first time linking girl, you gotta Uber her, bro. And once again, it's coming from a person that don't like to do none of that type of stuff, bro. But you have to Uber her, bro. You literally have to. But in California, you could rent you a whippy, and it's a whole different vibe. You think what I'm saying? So that's how my date went. Well, that's day number one. This day number two. The next day we went to a place called The Waffle in LA. Dope place. It's not better than Ann Waffle though. But this is the one that she actually suggested. The Waffle. The Waffle's cool, but it's, like I said, it's not better than. There's another place called Ann Waffle. If I was the one that chose the place, I probably would have chose Ann Waffle. But at the same time, maybe not, because I wasn't trying to go too far or whatever. This is after I missed my flight. We went on that date. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's a couple good date ideas for you guys. Want to really just, like I said, I like to share with you guys my experiences and the things I go through in life, because I mean, I feel like you guys can learn from things I go through. Like, I'm a walking open book, and I have no problem telling you guys the things that happens in my life. I just have no problem with it. I want you guys to be able to take from it and maybe say, hey, I'll do the same thing on a date with a girl. I'll take her to this place and see if something works out for me, you know. And if you want to get real simpy, I'll tell you about what I did too. I feel like I already put this in another vlog, but if you want to get real simpy with it, you know, I sent Shorty some flowers too. She ain't get it yet. I don't know. Well, I've been talking to the people. I need to figure out where these flowers actually are. But yeah, so once she gets those, we'll see how she enjoys those one way or another. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm a lover boy, bro. So I feel like, you know, I'm not the expert of relationships, but you know, I've been in more relationships than I've been single, so I feel like I've been doing something right up to this point. You know, I've been able to secure girls one way or another to keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? I've been able to secure girls one way or another. So, you know, maybe you should listen to me, because maybe I know what I'm talking about at least a little. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just at least un poquito, I may know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. I'm you know, I be doing these mukbangs. I be barely eating. I barely eat in real life though. Real talk. Like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm kind of mentally force myself to eat, bro, because like I be so focused on like just other stuff, or I be focused on nothing at all. It's either I be too focused on everything, or I be focused on nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, this is my my cheddar, egg, and cheese, or my cheddar and egg, I guess, that I had. But it was cool though. Good fire. I'm high, y'all. Video been long enough. I know I'll be rambling, but my voice is smooth, and I know you like it. You know what I'm saying? They call me Barry Bonds in the hood. They call me Barry White in the hood. They call me Mr. Steal Your Auntie in the crib. Woo 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 woo.